Good afternoon, all. I'm Amrita Tiwari, Professor Amrita Tiwari from Sagar Institute of Institutions, Bhopal. I will discuss the topics of ratio analysis. So we share the PPTs of ratio analysis. So what is ratio? Firstly, we discuss the what is ratio. A mathematical yardstick that measures the relationship between the two figures or groups of figures which are related to each other and are mutually interdependent. It can be expressed as a ratio and percentage or as a rate. Ratio analysis is a method or process by which the relationship of items or groups of items in the financial statement are communicated and presented in an important tools of financial analysis is used to interpret the financial statement so that the strength and weakness of a firm, its historical performance and current financial conditions can be determined. A ratio is not an and in itself, that they are only a means to know the financial position of enterprise. Communicating the ratio does not add any information to available figure. It only leaves the relationship is more meaningful way so as that enabled us to draw in conclusions their forms. Utility of ratios. According ratios are very useful in accessing the financial positions and profitabilities of the enterprise. However, its utility lies in comparison of the ratios. Utility of ratios. Comparison may be any one of the following forms for the same enterprises over the years, for the two enterprises in the same industry, for one enterprise against the industry on a whole, and for one enterprise against the predetermined standards for inter-segments comparison within the same organization. Classifications of ratios. There's broad classifications of 4 categories basically. Is the liquidity ratios, capital structure or leverage ratio, profitability ratio, and activity ratio. What is liquidity ratios? So these ratios analyze the short-term financial positioning of the firms, indicate the ability of the firms to meet the short-term commitment like current liabilities and short-term resources like current assets. There are also the solvency ratios. The ratios indicate the liquidity of the firms, the current ratio and liquidity ratio or quick asset ratio or asset test ratio. Current ratios is calculated by the dividing current assets by the current liabilities. Current assets upon current liabilities, where is the satisfactory ratio is 2.1. Current assets includes current assets, inventories of the raw materials. WIP is work on process inventories, finished goods, storage, spares. Sundry debtors, receivables, short-term loans, deposit and advance, cash in hand, cash in bank, prepared expenses, income receivable, and marketable investment in short-term securities. Current liabilities, sundry creditors, bill payable, outstanding expenses, unclaimed dividend, advance received, income received in advance, provisions for taxation, proposed dependent dividend and installments of loans and payable within a 12 months, bank overdraft and cash credit. Quick asset or test ratio. This ratio between the quick current assets or current liabilities is a calculation by the dividing the quick current assets by the current liabilities. Quick assets upon current liabilities is a satisfactory ratios 1:1. Quick assets or quick liabilities. Quick assets are a current assets, less prepared expenses and inventories. Quick liabilities are the current liabilities like less bank overdraft and income received in the advance. Capital structure and leverage ratios. What is capital structure and leverage ratio? These ratio indicates the long-term solvency of the firms, indicate the ability of the firms to meet the long-term commitment, respect to repayment of the principal or maturity, or in the predetermined installation at due date and periodic payment of the interest during the period of the loan. Capital structure and leverage ratios, debt equity ratio, proprietary ratio, debt to total capital ratio, interest coverage ratio, debt service coverage ratio. What is debt equity ratio? This ratio indicates the relative proportion to debt and equity. In the financial, the assets of the firms, it is calculated by the dividing the long-term debt by the shareholders' firms. Is long-term, the ratio is calculated by the long-term debt upon shareholders' firm, where the financial institute favorable ratios is 2:1. And however, this standard should be applied having a regard to size and shapes and natures of the business and degree of the risk involved. Long-term funds are the long-term funds includes debentures, bonds, loans from the financial institutes. And shareholder funds are equity shares and capital plus preference shares, capital plus reserve and surplus minus fluctuations, assets. Okay. Proprietary ratio. This ratio indicates the general financial strength of the firms and long-term solvency of the business. This ratio calculated by the dividing proprietary funds by the total funds. Proprietary ratios is proprietary funds upon total funds or assets. As a rough guide, 65 and 75 proprietary ratio is advisable. Proprietaries firm. What is proprietors firm? Is explained as the shareholders firms, and total funds is a fixed assets or the current assets. Alternative, it can be calculated by the proprietary funds plus long-term funds plus current liabilities. Debt to equity ratio. This ratio, the outside liabilities are related to the total capitalizations of the firms. It indicates what proportions of the permanent capital to the firms and forms of the long-term debt. And debt to total capital ratios, long-term debt upon shareholders funds plus long-term debt. Conventionally, the ratio is considerable is 2/3 is 2:3. Interest coverage ratio. This ratio measures the debt servicing capacity of the firms. So, for as a fixed interest or long-term loan is a concern, it shows how many interest charges are covered at the EBIT, earning before interest and tax, out of which they will be paid. Interest coverage ratio is EBIT upon interest. This ratio is 6 to 7 times considerable satisfactories, and higher the ratio is greater ability to firm to pay the interest or the profit. But too high ratio may be applied the lesser use the debt or the sufficient operations. Debt service coverage ratio. This ratio more comprehensive measures to communicate the debt servicing capacity of the firms. It shows how many times the total debt service obligations and consistency of the interest and repayment of the principals, its installments, are covered by the total operating funds after payment of the tax. Debt service coverage ratios, EAT is earning interest tax plus interest by depreciation or non-cash expensive interest, principal and installments. EAT is a earning after tax, is generally financial institutions consider as 2:1 is satisfactory ratio. Thank you. We will continue the ratio analysis in next lectures. The next ratios is profitability ratio. So thank you.